All right, so next segment we're gonna get into is UFC 234. 243 recap. It was the middleweight title over the weekend on Saturday. Man, that was a good fight. Israel Adesanya against Robert Whittaker. Adesanya ended up winning by knockout. One of the best combinations I've ever seen in my life. Like Whittaker threw a right hook forward, and Adesanya countered it, hit him with a left, and then followed back up with the right after, just slipping another hook by Whittaker and knocking him out. I couldn't believe it. Adesanya ended up taking the middleweight title. He's gonna go on, next fight Paulo Costa. That's gonna be a really good fight. I don't know who's gonna win. It's gonna be really, really good. I mean, actually, I do know who's gonna win. Adesanya is gonna easily beat him because Costa does not have stamina. Yeah, I thought it was one of the greatest title wins in UFC history, to be honest, because the way he knocked them out, like you wouldn't expect someone to do something like that. Like you wouldn't expect Israel to do it at that moment. Like his IQ is so high for like the way he hit him. You could see how high his IQ is. It's insane. And like that made me it really kind of like inspired me. I was like, yo, I want like this to be me one day, you know what I mean? But like that's another story. But overall, it was a really good night of fights too. Like the co-main event, Al Iaquinta against Dan Hooker. Al Iaquinta showed a lot of toughness, but Dan Hooker really put it on him, really destroyed him. The other fights were decent too. The prelims had some wars. This one guy, I forget his name. So this one guy, Riddell, against another guy. I forget the other guy's name, but they had an all-out war. They were swinging at each other. Diego Lima's fight was really good too. He got a decent victory. It was overall a really decent card. And at the end, I'm really proud of Israel Adesanya for the way he held himself down. I think his next fight against Paulo Costa is an easy win for him because Costa's the type of fighter that does not do well in the later rounds. And when you have a championship fight, it's 5 rounds. Israel is the type of fighter that goes the distance. He puts his punches to the body. He puts punches to the head. He kicks. He does everything. He controls the distance. I think it's an easy victory for Israel. I think after that, I would like to see him go on and fight John Jones. And everybody knows John Jones is my favorite fighter. John Jones is like my idol. I would love to see Israel Adesanya against John Jones. I think he's the one guy that could give John Jones problems. Because if you saw his fight against Thiago Santos, he did not look elite in that fight. He did not dominate. And if you took a striker like Israel Adesanya, someone that's even better than John Jones at striking, he could possibly hurt him on the feet. The only issue is he's a lot smaller. John Jones would just overpower him. He might overpower him. He might just out-grapple him. But I don't know, man. It's interesting. I can't believe, that fight was just so unbelievable. I got off of work, and I just went home, and I was so tired after work, too. And I was like, I'm just going to watch this the whole night and just sit here and just watch it. Didn't get up, and I'm proud of myself. I watched it, didn't let anyone distract me. And it was one of the best nights I ever saw in my life. So I recommend going back and watching that fight. That's all I have time for today. I have a lot of work to do, like a lot of homework. So next week I'll have much more for my segments, I promise. And yeah, that's it.